Myth wars were only fought by knights. When people picture medieval war, they imagine knights, armored men on horseback, lances lowered, banners flying. It feels natural to assume that medieval wars were decided by knights alone. That image is powerful. It is also deeply misleading, because knights were never the majority on medieval battlefields, not even close. Today, we break one of the most persistent myths about medieval warfare and reveal who actually fought medieval wars and why this misunderstanding refuses to disappear. The myth as people understand it. The myth says medieval warfare was an elite affair. Armies made up of noble knights meeting in open fields to decide the fate of kingdoms. Common people appear only as victims or spectators. War belongs to the armored few. This idea feels believable because knights were expensive, highly trained, and visually dominant. They stood out. They were remembered. But visibility is not the same as reality. Why the myth sounds reasonable. Knights mattered. There is no denying that. Heavy cavalry could break formations. Knights often led armies. Chroniclers focused on noble deeds because nobles paid for histories to be written. And later, art reinforced the image. Paintings, manuscripts, novels, films, and games all place knights at the center of medieval war. If those are your sources, the myth feels obvious. But medieval warfare was not built around symbolism. It was built around numbers, logistics, and survival. Who actually fought medieval wars? Most medieval armies were made up of infantry. Peasants called up for service. Town militias, professional foot soldiers, mercenaries, archers, spearmen, crossbowmen. These men formed the bulk of medieval forces. They guarded roads, held sieges, marched for weeks, died in enormous numbers. Knights were a small elite layered on top of this mass. Even famous battles, often decided by knights, relied heavily on infantry support. Knights without foot soldiers were vulnerable, isolated, and easily overwhelmed. Medieval war was collective violence, not individual heroism. The role of non-knights. Infantry were not just filler, they were essential. Spearmen stopped cavalry charges. Archers and crossbowmen broke formations. Engineers built siege machines. Laborers dug trenches, carried supplies, and built camps. During sieges, the most common form of medieval warfare, knights played a limited role. Hunger disease and endurance mattered more than charges. Wars were won by organization and attrition far more often than by knightly combat. Where the myth came from. This myth was shaped by who told the story. Medieval chroniclers focused on nobles because nobles mattered politically. Their names were recorded. Their deeds were rewarded. Later centuries romanticized this further. Victorian writers turned medieval war into chivalric drama. Modern media inherited that version without questioning it. Knights became shorthand for the entire medieval battlefield. Everyone else faded into the background. Why the myth still persists. The myth survives because it is simple. Knights are visually striking, easy to market, easy to remember, easier than explaining logistics, supply chains, or militia systems. And the idea of elite warriors deciding history is emotionally satisfying. But it hides the reality that medieval war was fought by ordinary people forced into extraordinary violence. Conclusion. Knights mattered in medieval warfare, but they did not fight wars alone. Medieval armies were built on infantry labor and mass participation. War was not a noble duel. It was a collective struggle shaped by numbers, endurance, and organization. If you enjoy cutting through medieval myths like this, like the video and subscribe to TorchLit History for more grounded history without the fantasy. And remember, the Middle Ages were not shaped by lone heroes in shining armor. They were shaped by thousands of unnamed hands holding the line.